Hey guys, Matt Bartram here from Warrior Fitness and Health, and I coach busy people to create fitter and healthier lifestyles with my PT, my boot camps and my nutritional consultations. Welcome to today's free live training. I hope you are all super well and living your best life. In today's free live training, it's part 3 of a 3-part series, creating your own nutritional plan. Now, hopefully you've seen part 1 and part 2, because this part 3 is going to build on what we've already learned. If you haven't seen those, go back through my Facebook. I released part 1 2 weeks ago, part 2 last week, and part 3 is this week. If you can't find them, send me a message. I'm going to send you copies of those videos. But if you watched part 1, you will know it was all about setting a crystal clear goal and knowing the outcome for your nutritional plan. And I gave some examples there that you might want to maintain weight, you might want to lose weight, you might want to gain weight, you might want to enhance some sports performance. And then in part number 2, we discussed that along with knowing your goal, you should know your eating style to support your goal. Whether you like having breakfast or fasting or being part of a club or being part of a meal plan, whether you're a grazer, whether you're a 3 meal a day person, whether you're a snacker, whether you do something different at work to home and all that sort of stuff. But more importantly, knowing your top 10 to 20 key foods that you enjoy and knowing 3 to 4 different ways of cooking each one of those foods, because adherence is key. It's not what you think that will work, it's what you can stick to and make workable that's going to give you massive success. So in this part 3, which brings it all together and it puts a plan together how you can move this forward now and go and start doing it next week, it's broken down into 3 parts. So the first bit of part number 3 is preparation, part 1. Okay, so for me to have a successful week next week with my nutrition plan, I've got to start it this week. Okay, I have got to make sure that my key 10 to 20 foods that match my eating style, that are in line with my goals, are in this house ready for next week. Because if they're not in this house ready for next week, I'm going to go into next week, I can't follow the plan, I can't stay in line with my goals, I can't follow my eating style. And that's going to give me rubbish results and it's going to lead to poor choices. So the preparation, part 1 for next week, starts by getting my 10 to 20 chosen foods from part number 2 in this house by next week. And I know that sounds really obvious, but that's going to involve you going shopping, maybe in person, maybe online. Maybe you do a weekly shop that lasts all week. Maybe you're the kind of person that likes to pop into a shop every couple of days and pick up the fresh stuff. But either way, preparation part number 1, get your key 10 to 20 foods in your house or in your workplace ready for the start of that successful week. Preparation part 2. A couple of days before the start of a new week, you have got to do yourself, or maybe you and your family, a meal plan. You have got to plan for success. You cannot wing this. And when I get all of my clients to start off doing this, I suggest that they come up with maybe 3 key breakfasts, 3 lunches or work lunches, and 3 teas. And maybe you can cycle through them through the first 2 or 3 weeks, so you get into a balance and into a flow and into a habit, routine and ritual, the following the plan, eating the plan, checking the results. Okay, so you should have Monday through to Sunday, and you should have crystal clear what you're going to have for breakfast, for lunch, for tea and any snacks. We do it with children, we do it with pets, but we often don't do it ourselves and it leads to bad choices. Let me give you an example. Let's imagine that one of my eating styles is to have, I don't know, chicken stir fry with some vegetables and some noodles and some olive oil and all this sort of stuff. And then I go and get all that in this house ready to have that on Monday. But I don't put it on the plan. And then on Monday, when I'm at work, I decide I'm going to have chicken and vegetable stir fry with the noodles tonight. And then I get home and the chicken is still in the freezer. So now I can't have that meal. Now I'm disappointed. Now I've been at work all day and I can't have what I would like. That is often going to lead to bad choices. I'm going to start hunting through the cupboards. I'm now hungry. I want something quick. I want something easy. I want something super tasty. If I've got nothing there that fits in with my eating style, that's only going to lead to bad choices. And if it's going really bad, that's only going to lead to shop, takeaway or fast food or something like that. So part number 3 of the Creating Your Own Nutrition Plan, you have got to start prepping this week for next week by getting your 10 to 20 foods in the house. A couple of days before the start of the new week, and whatever the start of the week is for you, you're going to do a meal plan for yourself. Because that may mean getting things out of the freezer. That may mean marinating stuff. That may mean pre-cooking some stuff at the weekend, ready for the week. Because proper preparation prevents poor performance. We've all heard it. With nutrition, it is more key than ever. Okay? So, part number 1 of the 3-part series, prepare week before for next week. A couple of days before, prep your meal plan for the next week, and then all you've got to do is work the plan. Part number 3, it sounds easy, but it can get a little bit sneaky and a little bit technical. You need to work your plan for 4 weeks and not worry about it. Work towards the goal. Work with your 10 to 20 foods and your 3 ways of cooking. Work the meal plan. Do it for 4 weeks. As you get to week 3 or week 4, you now need to start monitoring, are the results lined up to your goal in number 1? So if you wanted to maintain your weight but up your nutrition, you need to be getting on the scale to see, have you maintained your weight? Have you lost weight? Have you put weight on? Do you feel better in yourself with your feelings, emotions and psychology and mood and sleep and temperament? If your goal in part number 1 was to lose weight, you're going to have to get on the scale to see, have you lost any weight? And I could cover a whole vlog on how to weigh yourself properly. In fact, I have done a couple of years ago. That's another story. But if your goal is to lose weight, the only way to check that is to get on the scales and see, have you lost weight? Because that will tell you if your eating's working. If your goal has been to lose inches and not give a damn about the scales, you're going to have to get tape on you or get a professional coach to get a special tape on you to see, have you lost any inches over the month? If your goal is to add weight on or add to lean muscle mass on, you're going to have to get on the scales, you're going to have to get some body fat calipers on you or what other metrics that you've set to let yourself know, have you put some weight on, have you moved forward in your performance? Because the key to any plan and any goal is having a plan, working the plan, checking the results are in line with the plan. Here's the key bit with nutrition. If you get to the end of month 1 and you have not had the results that you would like, do not change the eating style. Do not change your 10 to 20 foods. Do not change your meals. Not yet. In month number 2, you need to start doing exactly the same as what you've done to create the habits and routines and the rituals, but you may make your portions a little bit smaller if you're looking to lose weight, a little bit bigger if you're looking to gain weight. Maybe you need to start counting calories. Maybe you need to start looking down the calories and the tracking route. Maybe you need to start looking, is there hidden calories in the food I haven't accounted for? If I'm putting all this sweet and sour sauce on my stir fry, am I all of a sudden adding 200 calories with my sweet chilli sauce that I'm not accounting for? Is it possible I'm having some snacks, drinks or beverages that I might not be accounting for that contain calories that's having some impact on my goal? If you get 2 or 3 months down the line and you are not having any results, at that point, it's time to reach out to somebody who knows what they're talking about, a nutrition coach, a really qualified PT, a dietitian, somebody who has got super knowledge about getting people results from where they are now to where they want to be, and say, this is what I've tried, this is my goals. Hey, I need some help. I've tried to do it on my own, and I've been doing it for 3 months, and I don't seem to be can't find the formula that I'm looking for. Because often the coaches like me, they've got strategies that you can easily implement, and they will take you from where you are to where you want to be. Because there's a saying, small hinges swing big doors. Sometimes you may just be missing a slight gap in knowledge that you're not considering, that just by knowing that and implementing something small can skyrocket your results. So, a very quick summary of this part 3. And next week I'm going to do a summary of the whole lot just to pull it all together. So, in part 1, you need to know your goal. If you haven't seen that vlog, you need to go and watch it. In part 2, you need to know your eating style, your 10 to 20 foods, 3 to 4 ways of cooking each. If you haven't seen that vlog, you need to go and see it. And in part 3, we need to prep now for the week ahead by getting the ingredients in your 10 to 20 foods in this house or in your house. Don't bring it to my house because you're not coming around here and cooking. A couple of days before, you need to create a meal plan. Monday to Sunday, breakfast, lunch, dinner, or however you're divvying it up. And then every night, do you need to get something out of the freezer? Do you need to pre-cook something? Do you need to marinate something? Do you need to, I don't know, set some sort of oven on this timer to cook it at this point, or get a slow cooker out or whatever? After a month, you need to monitor your metrics. If you're looking to lose weight, have you lost weight? If you're looking to gain weight, have you gained weight? If you're looking to eat healthier and more nutritious, has it affected performance, emotion, sleep, mood, other metrics, that sort of stuff? I hope you have found this series useful. Create your own nutrition plan in 3 simple parts. If you have, firstly, if you've watched this one, type the word live or type the word replay in the comments, or put, Matt, I've got this. This is what I'm going to do to move forward. If you've got any questions, ping them across to me. If you think this is super useful data and you think somebody needs to see this, but I'm not sure who, press the share button and send it on its way. If you've got a particular friend, family member, or somebody in your community that you think they're really struggling with nutrition, they really need this help, tag them in and send it on its way. And if you happen to come across this sort of stuff in months' time and you think, oh, I'll need to rewatch that, you can send me a message, I'll send you the YouTube link and you can just watch it. More importantly, if this works, I need you to let me know. If you're struggling, I need you to let me know. And on the off chance you get 3 months down the line, you've followed these 3 steps and it hasn't worked, please reach out to an amazing coach. Oh, I can see Ricky's online. Hello, Ricky, my good old friend. If you're struggling after 3 months and you're not getting results, you need to reach out to somebody who knows perhaps a little bit more than you and go, hey, listen, I want to get from here to here. I'm not sure how. Please teach me. There's some amazing coaches out there. I've got people that I go to, and anybody who's trying to make some improvements has for help at some point. If you found this useful, let me know in the comments below. I love you all loads, and I will see you soon.